a 10 to 15 minute core and glute work that's gonna still like work out your whole body, make you feel invigorated, just a little bit of Mat Pilates and no crunches. Yet we're gonna avoid any flexion of the neck in this workout. So go ahead and tune in to join me. So we're actually just gonna start on our hands and our knees. So just coming onto your knees, sit bone distance apart, so making sure your legs are open to about the width of your hips. And we're gonna drop down onto our hands and relax the shoulders away from the ears, but also lift out of the armpit so you feel that rib cage kind of line up with your pelvis into our neutral spine. From here, press yourself away from the floor as you inhale and round, tucking that pelvis, looking towards your inner thighs. And then slowly extend, open up the chest, draw the shoulders out of the ears, create length in the back of the neck, and then round the spine. So just taking a moment to feel our spine, to feel our bodies, to find our shoulder placement, to find our neutral position of our spine, and also just aligning that movement with our breath. Good, let's do 2 more. Rounding through the spine. Pressing yourself away from the floor. Feel that stretch in the upper back. Extending, opening up our heart to spread kindness throughout the world. Let's do 2 more. I think I said that before, but we'll do another one just for a little extra kindness. 1 more. And then we'll come back through neutral. So again, remember, draw the shoulders out of the ears, lift out the armpits, curl those toes underneath you. So press into your toes, stretch your butt straight up to the ceiling, and then take your time as you bring your knees back down just to a hover. So stretch back to down dog, relaxing the shoulders away from those ears, and then use your core to help bring you back into this bent knee position. So shoot those hips up to the sky, pressing down to the heels, lift out the armpits, and then take your time as you engage those abs to bring your knees into that fabulous hover, just a little planking. So shooting it back up and scooping and coming back down into that nice neutral position of your spine. Let's do 3 more. Good. And 2. And 1 more time, shoot those hips up to the sky, and then slowly walk your feet in towards your hands, scooping in from the core around your spine up bone by bone. Once you come to upright, we're gonna take our hands behind our head, shoulders away from those ears. So think about that neutral spine, ribs line up over the pelvis, and we're gonna take 1 leg up to tabletop and then bring it back down. So if you need to, barely lift that foot off the floor, so doing what you can, but think about keeping those hips level so you have that equal distance between your ribs and your pelvis on both sides. And most importantly, just remember to breathe and take your time, find your form, find your alignment. That's the most important part. So 1 more time each side, feeling that length within your body, grow tall, and then we're gonna hold that left leg lifted. Rotate, twist your torso towards that left thigh and come back to center. So rotate towards that left thigh and then come back to center. Work to keep your eye gaze the height of your head. Just following that motion as you twist, and think about rotating through that torso, bringing that right rib over to the opposite hip. Good, find length as you twist your self back through center. Let's do 3 more. Good. 2, you always hug that leg into your other thigh if needed. And 1 more. Good, bring in yourself back to center and set that foot back down. Other side, take your time, bring that leg up, rotate towards the thigh, and then twist back to center. So that leg on the floor, making sure you have that heel, ball the big toe, ball the pinky toe, connected onto the mat. So a nice triangle base, that whole foot, the toes are relaxed. As you rotate, keeping that lower body stable, upper body is what is mobile. Let's do 2 more. And then go ahead and take that foot back down. Nice. So coming back to center, we're gonna open our legs into kind of a wide external stance. I'm gonna press my palms together. I'm gonna lean into a side lunge, coming back up to upright, and then other side. So just going side to side. Good. I'm gonna adjust here. Focus on the breath. And think about sitting back into your glutes. Sit back into your butt to take that weight off the knees. And still think about those feet, right? Always gotta think about those feet. So many things to think about in Pilates. So weight in the heel, ball the big toe, ball the pinky toe, keeping those toes relaxed. And are we breathing? Good, deep in that inhale, deep in the exhale. Come fully back to upright. Let's do one more time to each side. Good. And then we're gonna layer on this one. So we're gonna come back to center. I'm gonna hold over, twist and rotate, open up to the torso, press my palms back together, and other side. Hold open, twist and rotate, kind of like we're doing saw or twist in Mat Pilates, reaching one hand towards your pinky toe and one hand up to that sky, back behind you. Focus on the stability through the pelvis, hips still face straight ahead, rotate through that torso. One more time to each side. Coming back to center, find that length in your body, facing towards your mat. So we're gonna hinge at those hips. Go ahead and engage the core so our spine is still nice and long. If you need to, stand more upright. We're gonna bend those knees. I'm gonna take one foot, step it back. So again, find that balance in our front thigh. Lift that back leg up and down. Lift it up and down. Keeping that core engaged. You know, hold a chair or something if needed. And breathe. Good. And feel that weight in your supporting thigh through the glute, your butt cheek, your whole entire thigh muscle working to help you stabilize. And lifting and lengthening this leg as it goes back. Let's do 5 more. Focus on that breath. 2. Hold that leg lifted, bend the knee, and then pulse that heel up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring the leg back down. Good. Other side. Right? So much different than being in your all fours position. So hinge at those hips, engage that core, step that leg back, find your stability first, and then lift and lower. Good. We're gonna only come down to a hover and keeping your eye gaze just a little bit out in front of you to assist with that balance. Relax your shoulders. Good. Feel that weight in the entire thigh muscle and glute, helping to stabilize you. Lengthening that opposite leg back for 5. Relax your toes and your faces. Good, 2 more. And then hold that leg lifted, bend the knee, and you're just gonna pulse that leg to the sky, pressing back through your heel for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring that leg back to the floor. Shake those legs, nod the chin to chest, round through your spine, bend your knees, and then roll your spine back to upright. So nod the chin to chest, round through the spine, bend the knees, engage that core, and then take your time, articulate back up. Let's do that 2 more times. Rounding back up. And on this next one, let's go ahead and hold down, bend those knees, take your hands to the mat, coming down onto your hands and your knees. Good. And from here, relax the shoulders of the ears, engage that core, reach your left leg back, right hand forward, and then draw it back in. Left hand, right leg, and then back in. Find that length as you reach it away. Relax the shoulders of the ears, thinking about lifting out of your armpits. Deepening into that breath. Remember, this is a form of planking, but focus on those back muscles, the back of the thighs, engaging. We're gonna keep that neck nice and long. Let's do 1 more time to each side. And then once you're even, hold, pause, take 1 leg back. You're gonna lift that leg up, open it out away from your body, and then draw it straight back behind you. Open out to your side, and then draw it straight back. Working to prevent the body from tipping over, so limit that range of motion if needed. Feel those obliques engage, feel that inner thigh on that leg that's on the mat. Let's do 5 more. And 2, and 1, and bring that leg back in. Come up onto those hands. Good. Lengthen those feet back. We're gonna thigh stretch, lean back, and come back to upright. So moving from your knee, like your solid plank of wood, lean your body back from your knee through the crown of the head, and find that length as you come back to upright. Good. Deepen into your breath. And 5 more. Feel the glutes engage. Feel your core, your quads working as well. 3. And 1 more. Coming back to upright. And let's come back down onto those hands and knees. Draw the shoulders of the ears, lift out the armpits. Opposite foot comes back, lift it up. Open out to your side and back behind you. Open out to your side and sweep it back to neutral. And remember, limit that range of motion if you feel like you're starting to tilt over to either side. And feel that inner thigh on the leg on the floor as well. Working through those obliques and that side hip. 5 more. And 2. 1 more. And come back to center. Bring that leg back in. Let's lay on your side. Whew. We get to lay down. So bend your elbow, hand on your head. Good. And we're going to have the legs out straight. We're going to banana shape ourselves. So bring your feet slightly in front of your pelvis. Lengthen the spine. And I'm going to press my top hand on the mat. If you need to, roll just a little bit to your glutes as you lift and lower those legs. You can also just lay flat as well. Sometimes that feels a little nicer here. Good. It doesn't have to be a big lift. Make it small if needed. But think about that bottom inner thigh, lifting and lengthening that top, or both legs, for 5 more. And 2. Good. Hold those legs up on this next one. And you're going to scissor those legs. One leg forward, opposite leg back, and switch. Good. Feel the core stability, so nothing is moving besides those legs for 5. 3, 2, and 1. And lower those legs down. Lift them back up. And then hold. Lower just the bottom leg and lift. Just the bottom leg and lift. Feel that bottom inner thigh engage. Focusing on that breath and holding that top leg lifted. Good for 5. And 2. And hold the legs lifted and scissor again for 5. 2. And 1. And then bring those legs back down. Flip over to your belly. Lengthen the arms and legs out. Lift all 4 limbs to the sky and back down. All 4 limbs lift and lower. Using those back muscles for the back of the thigh, that butt and hamstring, and your upper back, the back of the shoulders. Feeling the core activate as you lift, like you're hugging your hip bones in, drawing the abs up for 5. And 2. 1 more. Lower back down. Press up onto your hands and your knees. And let's roll to your other side. All over again. So hand on your head. Focus on that breath. Good. Legs just slightly in front of your torso in that banana shape. Lift both legs up and back down. Remember, feel free to lay flat on your arm. And you can also roll a little bit to your butt cheek if that feels better in your hips. But working as much as possible to get the shoulders and the hips stacked on top of each other. Good. Feel that bottom inner thigh engage to help lift those legs. Using that side body for 5. And 2. Let's hold it up and let's scissor those legs. Good. Remember, keeping the pelvis, the torso stable. Just running those legs for 5. And bring those legs back together. Lower them back down. Lift them back up and hold. Lower just the bottom leg and lift just the bottom leg down and back up. Think about feeling that inner thigh. Still finding the length in the legs, like your legs are being pulled away from you. And deepen into your breath. Staying present within your body, within this fabulous moment for 5 more. And 2. And hold the legs lifted, hold it up, and scissor those legs for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bring those legs back to the mat, roll to your belly. Good. Lift all 4 limbs up and back down. Lift and lower. Let's hold it up and let's swim for 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower back down, flipping onto your backs. Good. Let's articulate up into a bridge, and then take your time peeling your spine back down. Articulate up into your bridge, and slowly back down. Let's do that one more time. Good. Holding those hips up, flat back lower, and lift. Flat back lower, and just think about hinging at your hips, engaging the glutes and the core and the hamstrings as you lift your legs. Good. Feel like your heels are being pulled in towards you for 5. And 2. Hold it up, breathe. Engage the glutes to help hold those hips lifted, and then peel your spine back down. Open those arms out to a T, one leg at a time, legs to tabletop, and then just drop your legs to the left, come to center, and then to the right, and center. So just feel those obliques engage as you drop your legs side to side. Let's do one more time to each side. And then we're gonna come back through center, drop the legs over to the left, scoot your hips back to allow your knees to come to the floor. If you need to, straighten the legs a little bit. Holding those arms out to a T, palms pressing down. And just think about breathing into that outside rib cage. Just a big deep inhale, full exhale. One more time. And then on your exhale, slowly start to bring those legs through center. And then dropping them over to your opposite side, scooting the hips back, arms still pressing down out to that T. And then just a deep inhale into the outside rib cage. And a nice full exhale, focusing on that breath. Let's do 2 more deep inhales. Filling that outside lung with air. One more time. Coming back through center. And then take your time, just roll yourself over. Take yourself into child's pose. So sitting your butt back onto your heels, lengthening those arms forward. Forehead onto the mat. Open the knees a little wider if you need to. And think about breathing into the back of your lungs. Deep inhale. And exhale. One more time, big inhale. And deep exhale. Feel free to stay here a little bit longer because it feels amazing. Or take your time as you fingertip your way back to upright. Roll those shoulders back. And then just feel gratitude for your body, taking time to move today. And thank you for joining me for today's workout, working our core and our glutes without having to do any crunches. So hit that thumbs up button, show me some love, and drop in some comments. Let me know how you feel after today's workout. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button.